Hello there, YouTube and the denizens of the webway. It's Cotton here with another video. Playing Total War Warhammer 2. Playing as the Lizard Men today. The Toad Boys. The dinosaurs. And for today's build, I'm going with Mazda Mundi as my lord. Mazda is definitely probably the best lord for the most part. In a lot of matchups, but for my build I have 2 chameleon skinks right here up front with 2 skink skirmishers. I kind of thought he was gonna have a lot of archers, but he actually brought no archers. He brought no archers in his build, in this Wood Elf build. So definitely a rush build of cav support. Dirthu, he's got a forest dragon over there. But I have 2 cold one riders and feral cold ones, 2 on this flank and on this flank. I like putting my infantry like this, where it's like skink, saurus, skink, saurus, skink, saurus. So all spread out in a line. I wasn't sure where he was gonna be, and I also have 1 unit of Ripperdactyls over here in the forest to chase anything down. My opponent, he has 3 Dryads, 1, 2, 3, with 2 Ternagar shields and Fire Elder Bark with Treekin. It's a cool unit, definitely a cool looking unit with Dirthu, Spell Singer with Forest Dragon, Sisters of Thorns, and Water Riders. Let's get this underway. So I knew that I had to bring my flank over here and bring my troops over, because he was coming hard on my right flank over here. He was pressuring hard. So he was trying to get on my cav. I pulled them back to in the safety of my skinks here to try to skirmish them out as my my units get in place over here. Bolster up my center and my left flank. Get a couple volleys against the Water Riders, but they have shields, so it's only really slowing down. I think I might have plinked. No, I haven't even plinked the model yet. He's shooting at my cav as well for Sisters of Thorn. But he's about to charge. Front line's getting underway. Saurus and Dryads. My Saurus should about win this one, but he's definitely overloaded this pocket with 3 units just against my skinks, so they're not gonna hold for too long. But my flank over here, I have more units. I have 4 units to his 2, so I knew I can surround that. But he is coming with Dirthu on these Saurus. Oh, and the swipe takes out. Actually didn't. Well, it does HP damage. Didn't kill any of them though. But the cav charged in. So does the forest dragon. He routed off my feral cold ones, but my cold one riders, I didn't want them to sit too long against the dragon. But they did do significant damage to the wild rangers. Here comes the reinforcements. Well, they were, but I get the jump on his Spell Singer of Life here with my Ripperdactyls. So this was a good catch by me. And he punches through my flank here to get towards the skinks. A bit of swing and miss there with that foot. Not really sure what I was aiming at. But I charged dragon. I was able to break his wizard there. And the duo of the fates, Mazda Mundi versus Dirthu here. Now I do have the sword support, so I will start. Ooh, takes a nice little chunk there of his sword. And he does get the Manticore summon. So I knew I had to get Mazda out of there, because that armor piercing damage against Dirthu as well, that would really hurt him bad. I need Mazda Mundi alive. Let's see what else is happening. He's chasing away I was able to finally rot off his Wildwood Riders here again. Got a nice charge. My skinks are skirmishing his turtle guard here, and they're shooting him down. I'm trying to finish off his spell singer, but so she would not heal Dirty with a dragon, but he gets away, unfortunately. So Feral Cold Ones are munching on the dragon. I do get a banishment here on his dryads. Dirthu's relentlessly going after Masamundi, just kicking away the skinks. It's a nice attack. Mazda's at about half health. Dirthu's about a quarter. These Firebark Elders are they're a good unit. He's been using them pretty effectively against my infantry. They definitely synergize well with the Dryads. As I put a Curse of the Midnight Wind out, try to lower Dirthu's armor, but I do catch the dragon with my Cold One Riders and my Feral Cold Ones, slowing it down with my skinks. That's broken. All he has left to harass me is his Sisters of Thorn. But my infantry is starting to get a little bare. Even using my Riperdactyl Riders to try to take on these fire elders. Their melee defense 62. Really helping them out, but I'm slowly whittling them down. Get another foot to finish off this Eternal Guard, but it does rout off my source as well. So it's just these skinks helping out. These little heroes helping out Masamundi, trying to keep him alive. And I get an Apotheosis just to heal up a little, but I do finally secure this flank with my cav and my skinks. So even though my infantry's routing off, I'm getting the support. Support is coming. The reinforcements are coming. Dirthu's definitely a powerhouse with so has the dragon, but unfortunately I had tools I was able to have the dragon stay on the ground as my cav got onto it and the skinks poisoned it, and I was able to get a jump early on the spell singer, so I had to waste a lot of life to heal himself and try to heal Dirthu, as well as Dirthu used Winds of Magic to summon. Now I put a shield of old ones. I'm trying to keep Masamundi alive. Oh, get a nice little charge there on Dirthu. Dragon does a breath attack, takes a small chunk off Masamundi. But he's holding. I got Dirthu surrounded. And these Sisters of Thorn come back from route. They charge it into these skinks. My Feral Cold Ones. So I was getting a little scared. All my units just are starting to rout over here. But I finally got the Forest Dragon to break. The Spell Singer is stuck there as well. Getting attacked. Dirthu surrounded. Unfortunately, that didn't do too much. Unfortunately for Dirthu, that doesn't do too much to Zlok here. Zlok's a big boy. Here comes the Riperdactyl Riders. Dirthu's only sitting at 900. I finished off everything else. But he does charge in with his Sisters of Thorn and some tattered Dryads, but it's not going to be enough. Dirthu routs. Lord Masamundi lives with 1200 HP. So that was a good game. That was definitely a close one. Had I not pulled my left flank back to support my cab, and I had that early jump on the Spell Singer as well with my Riperdactyl riders. And that really swung the battle in my favor. But thank you, Mr. Zevic, for that Betu. I have another one for you guys that I think y'all like. Playing Mazda Mundi again. Mazda Mundi's very, very powerful against greenskins and elves. It's just because of spells. Beastman as well. He has very good spells, and Zlok's a good boy, good Stegodon. But before we get the battle underway, I have 3 Pterodon riders or Fire Leech Bolas for the anti-infantry. I have Lord Mazda Mundi. I have the Pharaoh Dread Saurian. This is the standard one, because I wanted to be cheap as I can on it. I have Colwyn Rider here, and I also have a Pharaoh Connoisseur, because I figured he was gonna have maybe like pigs or boar boys, but he does have boar chariots over here. He has 2 orc boar chariots. I have a Colwyn Rider over here. I forgoed my infantry. Instead, I got 3 skink skirmishers. As for my opponent, before he gets charges in, he has 2 Force Goblin Spider Riders of archers, 2 Goblin Wolf Riders that I see immediately. He has a bunch of orc boys, and he has some orc biggins in there too. 2 Savage Orc Arrow boys, a Rock Globber, Spider, and Wurzog over here. Alright, so he's charging in with his Goblin Wolf Riders. He thought he was gonna ambush me. I wasn't paying attention, but I was. So I get the charge off, and Pharaoh Connoisseur comes in, and they're gonna munch on these goblins, no problem. Ooh, tail swacking. That unit routes immediately. The Spider Riders don't have the DPS enough to really make a difference in that fight. I'm just plinking at him right now with my skinks, but I charge in again. He put his archers way too far forward, so I just charged in with my Dread Saurian and Mazda Mundi here, so able to take care of them. For some reason, my skinks they run all the way out there, so I charged in on the orc boar chariots here. But surprisingly, I guess with the help of Wurzog, but they're taking care of these cav. This cav, no problem. He does get the wall off as well. But this is what I wanted. I wanted him to blob up on the Pharaoh Dread Saurian and have the Fire Leech Bolas take care of his units right here. Well, they're taking care of the big ones right now, while this one takes care of the boys. As surrounds Mazda Mundi as well, I wanted to throw some bombs like banishments, and there you go, banishment from Lord Mazda Mundi. Rips through. Oh, it comes back again. Oh, ripping through those boys. These biggins, yeah, these are biggins right here. It's fun looking at that. Charged in with Mazda Mundi as well, trying to make sure these Savage Air boys don't fire too much. I didn't want to chase the Spider Riders too far. He does get a couple volleys off on my Pterodon Riders. I pulled him back, and he hurt that unit bad as well. I was trying to go for the Rock Lobber, but I was able to finally get through and shoot at the Rock Lobber in the back. So the Rock Lobber's getting taken care of. Another shield of the old ones. Pharaoh Connoisseur being a beast. Actually, come on, there, Shrekin. Pharaoh Connoisseur doing his job as well. He's going after these chariots. He's getting backed up by the Fire Leech Bolas. He really didn't have too much to try to take care of these. And the Spider Riders just don't have the DPS, neither do the Orc Boar Chariots to really hurt the Pharaoh Connoisseur. As I do get a charge in with my Killed Wind Raiders. So Zog got bullied. Nice little dinosaur foot right there on some archers. You did bail out Wurzog there, but I did put a significant hurting on him. I'm monster mashing. Foot of Gork that probably hurt his own troops more than it hurt me. So not having too much infantry worked out this time. He's wasting spells that are hurting his troops now more than they're hurting me. Unfortunately for him, he put a Fist of Gork on these Orc Biggins now. He was singling out Mazda Mundi here, and he was getting a good couple of attacks. So I knew I had to get out of there. Another Banisherman right on top of the Pharaoh Connoisseur and these Orc boys. Absolutely shredding him. Mazda's up to 91 kills. The Pharaoh Dressorian's at 145 already. But Pharaoh Connoisseur came in to help Mazda Mundi, took care of the Orc Boar Chariot, took care of Wurzog, and that's it. It was a complete monster mash, which is always fun to see. Thank you, Mr. Salty Bacon, for that one. But definitely like that build with the Pharaoh Connoisseur. Pharaoh Connoisseur is just to take on the infantry, so is Mazda Mundi. On Zlok, he's going to be able to tank the Pharaoh Connoisseurs for his... I thought he was going to bring like Orc Boar Biggins or something of that effect. I didn't think... He kind of wasted money with Goblin Wolf Riders here. Not really sure what they could have been applicable for, so maybe chasing down skirmishers, which I had, but he didn't really go after them. Well, he couldn't because they got chewed on by the Cold Run Riders. And the Fireleaf Bolas were able to sit on top of the Connoisseur Mazda Mundi and my single entities to shoot down anything else and the Rock Lobber. But alright, that was a good one. I do have one more. It's a threefer. I got 3 wins. Lizardmen are still strong, people. This time I'm going against the dreaded Vampire Coast. I'm going for little buddy Skink Chief here. Now, the Vampire Coast is very hard to deal with as a Lizardman because of the big boy right here. The what's it called? The Carnifex? No. I think it's the Carnifex. Nope. What is it? Gallus Giant. Necrofex Colossus. Yeah. Necrofex Colossus. So as for my build, I have Skink Skirmishers here. 2 of them. And 1 right here. So 3. I have Red Crested Skinks and regular Skinks up front. And then I have Sword Spears. I was thinking he was going to have maybe like Morngulls. But I was anticipating a Gallus Giant because it's super good against the Lizardmen. It roasts them pretty bad. But I do have the Umbral Tide here, and I actually brought an Ancient Salamander. And hardly ever use this, but I figured it would be useful this time. I brought Pharaoh Cold One and a Cold One Rider as well, and I put the Fireleaf Bolas in the back here. Now for my opponent, he brought 2 bloated corpses that he wisely hid in the woods, but I am going to see this one. He brought Fellbats and Deck Droppers with handguns, and another unit of Fellbats, and Deck Droppers with handguns is a very good pick as well. He brought 2 Zombie Pirate Gunner handguns, 1, 2, 3 halberds, 3 regular zombie deckhand mobs, and Rotting Prometheans with Luther Harkon. Now the one thing One thing that he's missing that he should have accounted for was he definitely should have gotten a cannon. You'll see why. He just needed one cannon, and he would have. He would have. I don't want to spoil anything, but he needed a cannon. So coming underway, I'm charged in. Nice wide forest that I have. He's definitely small. Now he put his guns in the front, and then he moved his army. So now this is kind of a mistake that he's making because I'm definitely in range to his handguns, but he's not firing. Now I'm just gonna charge in with my skinks right into his handguns, and he still hasn't fired. And a nice little shot there from the ancient salamander. I'm trying to get my Umbral Tide here to fire in as well. Here you go. Now he does pull back in time, and I rush into his spears here, but he still hasn't been able to fire. The Gallows Giant did melt these skink skirmishers though, but I got in on his flank as well. These skinks charge in. But he's going to hold for a little bit, but I'm still going to be able to get through eventually. I do summon a Pharaoh Manicore to occupy the Gallows Giant. He tries to get in on my Umbral Tide with the Fell Bats, but that's why I brought these Cold One Riders to take care of the bats. I knew I needed to shoot down these deck dropper handguns with my skinks, so I'm trying to do that as well. I'm shooting in with the ancient salamander onto his handguns, and once I free up the Umbral Tide, I'm going to do that as well. Now these guys are they're getting shot at from the handguns, which is why they're taking a lot of damage. I do charge in with these Pharaoh Cold Ones onto just a regular unit of deckhand droppers here to get rid of that unit and to get onto these handguns as well. But he's taking defensive position with the Necrofex Colossus now. He's shooting in. Shooting in on the skinks to get routed off. I do get a Flock of Doom though, right there. This unit's dissipating. Luther tries to get a nice jump on someone, but I have the skinks in reserve there to help out to shoot him back. I have the ancient salamander shooting at him. Same with the Umbral Tide. The swords are coming in now. So the skinks were able to at least clear out a lot of the pole arms and the regular deckhand mobs. Now I brought the spears in case for the large targets like Morghuls, or in this case Rotting Prometheans now. These skinks going to Pound Town on these pole arms, shooting in with the salamanders. Man, this game is cool. So I definitely need to take care of these handguns. These handguns have definitely been a problem. Oh no! Here comes the bloated corpse. So I do lose that unit of sword spears. He blocked me up with the Rotting Prometheans, and he shot me with the Necrofex Colossus, and they got taken care of. Here comes this bloated corpse. It took out like 3 models, but it doesn't work as well. He need to put that on like this unit right here, because had he done that, they would have been destroyed. And now I'm taking care of this unit of pole arms with the Umbral Tide and the skinks. Nice little shot there from the ancient salamander. I really need to I got rid of 1 unit of the handguns. The Manicore wound up going onto these handguns. I wasn't really sure. I should have probably gone for the Necroflex Colossus, but my swords here get routed off from it. But my Ancient Salamander is putting some good work into it. He's running out of ammo though. As I shoot at Luther Harkon. And at this point I'm like, wait, where are my skinks? Where are all my skinks? I only have this unit. I was like, because I wasn't microing these two, so eventually I'm going to get these guys to come in. These Fire Leash bullets, finish off that unit deck dropper, so I'm able to really finish off his infantry now. Oh, nice flame attack right there on these red crested skinks. But the handguns are gone. The handguns are gone. Rod and Prometheans are suffering. And now I'm charging in with the red crested skink. This is his job. I was able to finally clear out his units, but then he got the zombie proc. But the red crested skink is anti-large armor piercing. So if he can get on the Necroflex Colossus, he's gonna do pretty well. Ancient Salamander's getting shot at from these handguns, and Luther takes out my Beastcaster here. As my units run away, so now I was in a commanding position, but now a lot of my units are routing. But I finally get my skink skirmishers to come in, and my lord is still holding firm. This is Rod and Prometheans are finally starting to crumble. Get a nice volley with the Umbral Tide. The Ancient Salamander's leadership is barely holding, but it's holding on. He takes out another crab. The crabs are dying. The Gallows Giant is getting shot down. Come on, Spears, get in there. They're tired. They're super tired. But oh, the skink's getting stepped on, but he's doing it. He's taking it out, and the Gallows Giant falls, and all that's left is Luther. And one last volley from the Umbral Tide to do some good damage. The Pterodons saw off the handgunners. Now Luther crumbles. Alright. Another Lizardman victory. It's a threefer. But I was saying he needed that cannon. Had he had that cannon, he could have been shooting at me the whole time. And he could have taken care of the Ancient Salamander, the Umbral Tide, even this unit of Golden Runners had just like one cannon to shoot at him. And that would have been definitely more devastating. He could have gotten rid of the Rotting Prometheans. They were a good idea. But this build works. I would just cut the Rotting Prometheans, get a cannon, and whatever other unit you can afford from that. And you could have used the Bloated Corpse on. He did get on one unit on my swords, which is good. Had he gone on the other, it would have been definitely more devastating. But he could have gone on one of these red crested skinks. That because they wound up. I think it was probably this one. The one on the left flank that wound up cleaning up like 2 units of his. But I'm gonna end it there, y'all. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. If you like my shiz, please like and subscribe. But y'all have a good day. Peace out.